2 hours is all you need to be able to start making money in this 2025. So if you're someone who wants to start making money in 2025, you need to listen up, because people are making money on the online space, and you do not need a lot of hours. You just need to start by investing 2 hours of your time. How, you may ask? It's very simple. If you're a stay-at-home mom who has 2 hours of their morning, or a woman who is actually working 9 to 5, and you have your evenings that you can be able to spare, then you need to listen up, because this is something that is going to change your life in 2025 if you just give me a few minutes of your time. My name is Miss Julie K.E. I help women in learning a skill and starting businesses here on the online space, and I'm here to help you to be able to be one of those women. So if you have 2 hours to spare, either in the morning or in the evening, I want you to take those 2 hours and start investing in learning a skill. Let me be honest with you, the time we are going in, people are looking for the value you can bring to them. This is the moment that people do not care about your degree or about how learned you are, in as much as that is great, but you need to have a skill added up that people can see the value you bring. So if you have a digital skill, a hands-on skill, it can really save you a lot, but I'm specifically talking about digital skill in this video. So I started learning a digital skill in 2023, and specifically I ventured into digital marketing, and let me just be honest with you, the doors that this thing has opened for me, it is tremendous, because I have been able to do a lot of things with just this one skill that I learned using my phone. So this is not an excuse. If you have your phone, you do not have a laptop, you can start from there. But if you can be able to afford a laptop, it's even better. You can start by learning through your laptop. And so you may be asking, how do I go about it? How do I start? What skill do I learn? Let me just help you through. As to learning these skills, how can you implement these 2 hours of your time in order for you to be able to do this and start making money immediately? You can be able to implement 2 hours of your day. If you're a morning person, you can be able to take 2 hours of your morning and just dedicate it to learning this skill. Take these online classes and invest in learning the skills for the next 60 days, for the next 90 days, for the next 30 days. When it comes to learning these skills, I literally want to tell you, there are so many places, e-learning platforms you can be able to learn for free. And one of the best places I really recommend, and I'll tell anyone to go, because they have the best online teachers, they have the best lecturers who have putted all their efforts from the best and highly qualified, highly known universities all over the world, and they are good in what they do. It's Coursera. Coursera, they offer great courses and at an affordable price. In fact, you get a 7-day free trial when you use the link down here below that I'll be leaving for you. So go and check Coursera out, and then tell me down here below, how was your experience and how was it? Another thing, when it comes to learning this skill, don't just learn this skill and then put it aside. I want you to document every single bit of it. You want to start making money immediately with this skill. You want to be able to get those clients working with you. You definitely do not want to learn, and then after you've learned, now you're going to tell people. No, I want you to take every single day, like create a series on TikTok, create a series on YouTube, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, whichever platform that you feel your target audience, the people you want to work with your clients, are on. So create a series, day 1 of learning social media marketing, day 1 of learning digital marketing. Create a series and let people know and familiarize themselves with you. And from this way, you can be able to stick into people's heads, to stick into people's eyes, so that by the time you're launching and you're like, I offer this, they already know you, they have already seen you time and again. So they have familiarized with you, and they feel like they trust you, they know you, and they can be able to buy from you. You do not want to just launch after you have done everything in the dark. That's when you come out and you're like, I'm a social media manager. No, that's not the way to go. You need to build trust and to build a personal brand for yourself, for your business. And I want to help you to discover the skill you can be able to learn in 3 ways. The first way is you can choose a skill in relation to the interest or the hobbies that you have. So if you're someone who is very creative, you like to draw, you like to paint, you like to crochet things, or you just like to make things, you're such a creative person, then you need to go to the creative industry kind of things. So things to do with graphic design, it can be a really good match for you. Or you can go into knitting, crocheting, into designing. This is a skill you can learn at home in 2 to 3 hours. The second is from the career that you are already in. If you love whatever you are doing, if you're 9 to 5 and you feel like you want to add more impact or also add more money into your normal salary, then you can advance by learning a more in-depth skill. So this is how. Maybe you're a teacher, you are teaching 9 to 5, 8 to 5 in school. You can come ahead and learn how to tutor kids on the online space, how to teach people on the online space, like creating content like this and then putting it out there. That is something you can be able to learn and through the career you already have. The third way is through the knowledge you already have or you are willing to learn. So if you are good in something or you are interested in something, then you can go ahead and do it. That is the way I went through. I was interested in digital marketing. I was interested in helping business people. So I ventured into digital marketing and I had to learn the ins and out of digital marketing and how it can help business people or also help me in general. So you need to choose a skill in relation to these 3. That is the way you can go about in knowing what is that skill I can learn and how do I go about it. And after you have looked into these 3, you can now be able to go ahead and choose a skill for yourself. And there are so many things to consider when it comes to choosing a skill, but I'm going to give you just the 3 main important things you need to consider before choosing that skill you can be able to learn in 2 hours. The first one is, how marketable is it? The world is moving very fast. Things are changing every single day. AI is coming with so many things. People are being replaced like a snap of a finger. You do not want to choose a skill that can be replaceable immediately. Like by the time you're done learning the skill, you are already replaceable. Look at the industry that you're going into. Is this skill still marketable? Are still people in need of it? I have to be very honest, something like transcribing, it was very much marketable way back, but when you look at it right now, so many people are being replaced. If you go just back and look at the people who used to do transcribing, they are not needed anymore because AI is coming and changing and taking people's places. So you definitely need to choose a skill that is marketable, that you're not going to be moved out of the market very soon. And some of those skills I'm going to be mentioning here, so you definitely need to listen till the end. Another thing is, how accessible is it in terms of learning? How can you access this skill? How is it accessible for you to be able to learn the skill? And there are so many platforms, so many e-learning platforms nowadays, but you don't want to choose a skill that it's not very easy for you to access. Maybe you have to move from one place to another or from one country to another just before you can access this thing. You want to be able to choose a skill that you can be able to get access to it in terms of learning it on the online space as very fast as possible. You need to consider, is it highly saturated or is it just a skill that is coming up? Do I have a chance in getting a place if I learn this skill? Because you find so many people are saturated. I learned virtual assistant last year in ALX and it was a great experience. It was a great opportunity, but I have to be very honest, there is so much saturation when it comes to virtual assistants out here because it was being given for free, so many people could access that classes and so many people enrolled, so many people learned, and it really like made the job the job market to be so saturated that you find that you do not even find a place for you to be able to, you know, access jobs or even get clients you can be able to work with. When it comes to learning these skills, there are so many of them, but I'm just going to mention some of the few. But you can get a series to all this. I'll leave a link to them down here below, to all these courses that I'm going to be mentioning here. The first one will be social media marketing, where you can be able to become a social media manager, and you can get the best courses in Coursera. They have the best classes. You can be able to learn on a self-paced on a self-paced, like literally learn at your own pace. The second one is email marketing. It is on demand. So many business people need email marketers to write them emails, to send emails to their email list, and it is a highly on demand skill. The third one is digital marketing. As you all know, the world has gone online and every business should be on the online space. So this is a course you want to run for it. Another one is copywriting is very much an old kind of thingy, but people still love, like, every time you go to a website, every time you read an email that is captivating, know that is a copywriter who actually wrote that thing. Another one is web designing. Let me tell you, recently I created my website, and the amount of time it took me just to come with the design, it was hectic. So you definitely need to study web designing so that you can help me in future. Another one will definitely be virtual assistant. Another one will be, oh my god, there's so many. I'll leave a link to a checklist down here below. You can get the highly in demand skill that you can learn in 2025. It's literally for free. You don't need to pay anything, so don't feel shy. And literally will urge you, I will beg you, I will cry unto you, just go and learn a skill. 2 hours is not a lot of time. People spend 2 hours in watching a series. People spend 2 hours in, I don't know, gossiping. People spend 2 hours in doing things that will not add value into their life. But if you can take those 2 hours and invest in building yourself, invest in learning a skill, invest in making the best version of you in 2025, you will thank yourself later when 2025 comes to an end and you are making those mullahs and nobody can tell you anything because you put in the work. So I want you to go and learn that skill, girl. I want you to go and invest in that skill and invest in yourself. Again, do not forget to like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell, because I will always be here waiting for you every single time as I release a new video. Again, from me to you, it's mwah.